Welcome to Historic Coins Vault, where every coin tells a story and every discovery could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving into the rarest US coins, some so valuable, collectors would pay a small fortune just to hold them. Stay with us, because what you're about to see might surprise even the most seasoned treasure hunters. Top 5 today, we're diving into one of the most iconic modern US coins that has captured the attention of collectors everywhere, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter. At first glance, it might look like just another ordinary coin, but don't be fooled. Some of these quarters are hiding secrets that could turn a simple pocket find into something truly extraordinary. Back in 1999, the United States Mint launched the famous 50 State Quarters program, a series that quickly became one of the most hoarded coin programs in history. Each state was honored with its own unique design, and Connecticut was among the very first to be released. This alone makes the 1999 Connecticut Quarter historically significant, as it represents the beginning of a collecting phenomenon that swept across the nation. The design of this coin is both elegant and meaningful. On the reverse side, you'll see the majestic charter oak tree, a powerful symbol of Connecticut's independence and resilience. This tree isn't just any tree, it represents the historic moment when the state's charter was hidden inside it to protect it from British authorities. That story alone adds a layer of depth and intrigue to this coin, making it much more than just currency. But here's where things start to get really interesting. While millions of these quarters were produced, not all of them are created equal. Collectors are constantly searching for specific variations and minting errors that make certain coins stand out from the rest. These rare features are what can transform an everyday coin into a highly valuable collectible. One of the most sought-after characteristics is condition. A coin that has never been circulated, with sharp details and a flawless surface, can be worth significantly more than one that has been used in everyday transactions. These pristine coins are often graded by professionals, and the higher the grade, the higher the value. Now let's talk about the real treasure, mint errors. Some 1999 Connecticut quarters were struck with fascinating mistakes during the minting process. These can include off-center strikes, double die errors where the design appears slightly duplicated, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet. These errors are rare, and collectors absolutely love them because no two are exactly alike. There are also instances where the coin's surface shows unusual textures or missing design elements due to improper striking pressure. These subtle differences might go unnoticed by the average person, but to a trained eye, they can mean the difference between a common coin and a highly valuable one. Another factor that adds to the excitement is the mint mark. Quarters from different mints, such as Philadelphia or Denver, can have slight variations. While most are common, certain combinations of mint mark, condition, and error can create a perfect storm of rarity that collectors are willing to pay big money for. Imagine going through your spare change or an old coin jar and discovering one of these hidden gems. It's stories like these that keep collectors passionate and always searching. The thrill of the hunt, the history behind each coin, and the possibility of finding something incredibly valuable make coin collecting such an addictive and rewarding hobby. And now comes the moment everyone has been waiting for. While most 1999 Connecticut quarters are only worth their face value, a rare example with exceptional condition or a unique mint error has been known to reach an astonishing value of $84,000. Top 4. We're talking about the 2003 Arkansas State Quarter, a piece of currency that many people have seen, but very few truly understand. When the United States Mint released the Arkansas Quarter in 2003 as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, it instantly stood out for its rich symbolism and detailed design. This coin celebrates the natural beauty and agricultural heritage of Arkansas, often called the natural state. On its reverse side, you'll notice a stunning combination of imagery: rice stalks, a diamond, and a graceful mallard duck flying above a peaceful lake. Each element tells a story. Arkansas is one of the leading rice producers in the country, and it's also the only state in the U.S. where diamonds are naturally found. At first glance, this coin may seem common, especially since millions were minted and circulated across the country. But here's where things get exciting. Among those millions, a very small number of coins were produced with unique characteristics that make them incredibly desirable to collectors. The true magic lies in the details. Coins that appear perfectly normal to most people may actually carry subtle minting errors that dramatically increase their value. For example, Some Arkansas quarters have been discovered with double die errors, where parts of the design appear slightly duplicated due to a misalignment during the minting process. These tiny imperfections can turn a simple coin into a collector's dream. There are also off-center strikes, where the coin design is not properly aligned, creating a visually striking and rare variation. In some cases, coins have been struck on the wrong metal planchet, giving them a completely different look and weight. These kinds of errors are extremely rare and highly sought after because they are accidental and unique. Condition is another critical factor that separates an ordinary coin from a valuable one. A coin that has never been used in circulation, one that still has its original shine, sharp edges, and flawless surface, is considered uncirculated. These coins are graded by professionals, and the highest grade examples can command incredible prices in the collector market. Mint marks also play an important role. The Arkansas quarter was produced in different mints, and slight variations between them can add to a coin's rarity. When you combine a rare mint mark with a minting error in near-perfect condition, you get a coin that collectors are willing to compete for. What makes this even more thrilling is the possibility that these coins could still be out there, sitting in old jars, tucked away in drawers, or even passing through your hands in everyday change. The idea that something so valuable could be hiding in plain sight is what keeps collectors searching every single day. So the next time you come across a 2003 Arkansas State quarter, don't just spend it without a second thought. Take a closer look. Examine the details. Check for anything unusual. Because that small, seemingly ordinary coin might just be one of the rare treasures that collectors dream about. Top 3. We're uncovering the mystery behind the 2004 Wisconsin State quarter, a coin that looks simple at first, but has become one of the most talked about treasures among collectors. When the United States Mint released the Wisconsin quarter in 2004 as part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, it beautifully honored the state's agricultural roots. The reverse design features a cow, a wheel of cheese, and an ear of corn, symbols that represent Wisconsin's deep connection to farming and dairy production. It's a design that feels warm, simple, and very American. But hidden within this design is a detail that has sparked massive excitement in the coin collecting community. Now here's where things get truly fascinating. Among the millions of Wisconsin quarters produced, a small number were minted with a very unusual and valuable error, an extra leaf on the ear of corn. Yes, you heard that right. Some coins show an additional leaf that was never supposed to be there. These are known as the extra leaf varieties, and they come in two types, high leaf and low leaf. This tiny difference might seem insignificant, but in the world of coin collecting, it changes everything. These error coins were most likely caused by accidental damage or alteration to the die during the minting process, making them extremely rare. Because they were not intentionally created, each one is a unique piece of minting history. Collectors go absolutely crazy for these types of errors. Why? Because they combine rarity, mystery, and a story that makes the coin stand out from millions of others. The Wisconsin extra leaf quarter quickly became one of the most famous modern coin errors in the United States, and demand for it continues to grow, but the story doesn't end there. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. A heavily circulated coin with scratches and wear might still be interesting, but it won't command a high price. On the other hand, a coin that looks as if it just left the mint, perfectly sharp details, no marks, and a brilliant shine, can be worth significantly more. Professional grading services carefully examine these coins and assign them a grade based on their condition. The highest graded examples, especially those with the extra leaf error, are the ones that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Combine that with a rare mint error, and you have a coin that becomes incredibly desirable. Imagine finding one of these in your loose change. It sounds unbelievable, but it has happened before. People have discovered valuable coins in the most ordinary places, old jars, forgotten collections, or even in everyday transactions. That's what makes this hobby so thrilling. The treasure hunt never really ends. So next time you see a 2004 Wisconsin quarter, take a closer look at the corn. Check carefully for that extra leaf. It might just be the detail that transforms an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Top 2. We're heading to the far north to uncover the secrets of a truly fascinating coin, the 2008 Alaska State Quarter. It may look like just another piece of spare change, but if you pay close attention, this coin could tell a story far more valuable than its face value. The Alaska quarter was released as part of the United States Mint's 50 state quarters program, and it quickly became one of the most visually striking designs in the entire series. On the reverse side, you'll find a powerful image of a grizzly bear catching a salmon in its jaws, surrounded by the inscription, "The Great Land." This design perfectly captures the wild beauty and untamed spirit of Alaska, making it an instant favorite among collectors. But what really makes this coin exciting isn't just its design, it's the hidden potential that lies within certain rare versions. While millions of Alaska quarters were produced, only a very small number stand out due to unique characteristics that collectors are always searching for. One of the key factors that can make this coin valuable is its condition. Most coins you find in circulation today have been used for years, resulting in scratches, dull surfaces, and worn details. But if you come across an Alaska quarter that looks almost brand new, with crisp edges and a brilliant shine, you might be holding something special. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more desirable and can command significantly higher prices. Now let's dive into the real excitement: mint errors. These are the accidental features that occur during the production process, and they can turn an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. Some Alaska quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes, where the design is slightly shifted, creating a dramatic and noticeable error. Others may show double die characteristics, where parts of the image or lettering appear duplicated due to a misalignment in the die. There are also rare cases where coins were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the metal used was not intended for that coin. This results in unusual weight, color, and texture, making the coin instantly stand out. These types of errors are incredibly rare and highly prized by collectors because they are one of a kind. Mint marks can also play an important role. The Alaska quarter was minted in different facilities, and subtle differences between these versions can add another layer of collectability. When a rare mint mark is combined with an error in near-perfect condition, the value of the coin can increase dramatically. What makes this even more exciting is the idea that these coins are still out there. They could be sitting unnoticed in your pocket, hidden in a jar of old coins, or passed along in everyday transactions. The thrill of discovering something valuable in the most ordinary place is what makes coin collecting so addictive. So take a closer look the next time you come across a 2008 Alaska state quarter. Study the details, check for anything unusual, and don't overlook what might seem like a simple coin. Because sometimes, the smallest details can lead to the biggest surprises. Top 1. We're diving into the world of the 2005 California State Quarter, a coin that beautifully blends history, exploration, and the thrill of discovery, and for some collectors, it could be far more valuable than anyone expects. When this quarter was released as part of the United States Mint's 50 state quarters program, it immediately stood out because of its unique and meaningful design. On the reverse side, you'll see the legendary naturalist John Muir among the towering Yosemite Valley, with the famous half-dome rising in the background and a soaring California condor above. This design captures the spirit of exploration and the natural beauty that defines California, making it one of the most admired coins in the entire series. But beyond its stunning appearance lies something much more exciting. While millions of these coins were minted and circulated, only a small number have the special characteristics that collectors are constantly searching for. And it's these rare details that can turn a simple quarter into a prized collectible. Let's talk about what makes this coin truly interesting. First comes condition. Most California quarters you find today have been used in everyday transactions, meaning they show signs of wear, scratches, fading, and dull surfaces. However, a coin that has remained untouched, with sharp details and a brilliant shine, is considered uncirculated. These coins are far more valuable, especially when professionally graded at the highest levels. Now here's where things become even more exciting: minting errors. During the production process, small mistakes can occur, and these mistakes are exactly what collectors dream of finding. Some 2005 California quarters have been discovered with double die errors, where the text or design appears slightly duplicated. Others may show off-center strikes, creating a dramatic and unusual look that instantly grabs attention. There are also rare cases of clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a cutting error, or coins struck on the wrong metal, giving them a completely different appearance. These kinds of errors are incredibly rare and highly valuable because they are accidental and unique. Mint marks also add another layer of interest. Coins from different mints can have subtle variations, and certain combinations of mint mark, condition, and error can make a coin especially desirable. Collectors carefully examine every detail, knowing that even the smallest difference can mean a big increase in value. What makes this journey even more thrilling is the idea that these valuable coins could still be out there, hidden in plain sight. They might be sitting in your pocket, lying forgotten in an old drawer, or mixed in with everyday change. The excitement of possibly discovering one of these rare coins keeps collectors searching and paying close attention. So the next time you come across a 2005 California state quarter, don't just spend it without a second thought. Take a moment, look closely at the details, and check for anything unusual. That simple coin might hold a story, and a value you never expected. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. While most California quarters are only worth their face value, a rare example with an exceptional mint error and near-perfect condition has been known to reach an astonishing value of $93,000.